In the echoes of history, there is one queen whose death still stirs the air of mystery: Cleopatra. A woman of unparalleled charisma and intelligence, she was more than just the queen of Egypt. She was the lover of two of the most powerful men of her time, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, playing a pivotal role in their lives and the history of Rome. Under her reign, Egypt was a beacon of culture and prosperity. Yet it was also a time of intense political turmoil. Power struggles, betrayals, and conspiracies were the order of the day, and Cleopatra navigated these treacherous waters with remarkable skill and cunning. Her alliances, her enemies, her loves, and her losses all shaped the course of history. Yet it's the mystery of her final moments that captures our imagination. Her death, shrouded in mystery, has been the subject of speculation and debate for over 2 millennia. The final act of Cleopatra's life is a tale of love, power, and betrayal. As the sands of time slip away, we find ourselves in the heart of ancient Egypt, where the mighty Queen Cleopatra's reign is threatened by the rising power of Octavian, the future Emperor Augustus. Following the tragic defeat of her beloved Mark Antony, Cleopatra's relationship with Octavian becomes a complex dance of politics and survival, a dance that ultimately leads her to a fateful decision. Caught in the tumultuous whirlwind of power struggles and looming defeat, Cleopatra finds herself at a crossroads. With Octavian's forces closing in, the queen contemplates her future. The prospect of capture and humiliation at the hands of her enemy is a bitter pill to swallow. As the walls close in around her, Cleopatra chooses the path of a true Egyptian monarch. In the face of defeat and capture, the queen makes a choice that seals her fate. The circumstances of Cleopatra's death remain an enigma to this day. There are numerous theories, each as captivating as the next. Some historians argue that it was a tragic suicide, a powerful queen choosing death over humiliation at the hands of her conquerors. Others suggest a more sinister plot, speculating that Cleopatra was murdered, a casualty in the ruthless power games of ancient Rome. A third group even proposes that her death was an accident, a mishap in her desperate attempts to retain her throne. The accounts are further muddled by the alleged involvement of a serpent. The asp, a symbol of divine royalty in ancient Egypt, is said to have delivered the fatal bite. But, was it truly a snake that ended the life of Egypt's last pharaoh? Or is it merely a metaphorical device? The serpent's bite, a symbol of her reign, becomes a symbol of her demise. History is not always clear-cut, and sometimes it takes a deeper dive to uncover the truth. When it comes to Cleopatra's death, there's a treasure trove of archaeological evidence and historical documents that can help us piece together the puzzle. Let's start with the archaeological evidence. The tomb of Cleopatra has been a subject of fascination for centuries. Despite numerous attempts to locate it, the final resting place of Egypt's last pharaoh remains elusive. Yet it's believed that the tomb could hold vital clues about her death. Then we have the historical documents. Ancient writers like Plutarch and Dio Cassius provide us with tantalizing details about Cleopatra's death. For instance, Plutarch, a Greek biographer, cites the story of the asp, a small venomous snake, as the instrument of Cleopatra's death. However, he also mentions that no one really saw the snake, adding a layer of uncertainty to the tale. And this is where the contradictions begin. Some accounts suggest Cleopatra died from a self-inflicted snake bite, while others propose she was poisoned, either by her own hand or by someone else's. There are even theories that Cleopatra might have been murdered, but who would want to kill the Queen of Egypt and why? The answers to these questions are shrouded in mystery. To further complicate matters, modern experts in Egyptian history and archaeologists have their own interpretations of the events surrounding Cleopatra's death. Some argue that the snakebite story is purely symbolic, representing the ancient Egyptians' reverence for serpents as symbols of divine royalty and death. Others point out the practical difficulties of a venomous snakebite causing instant death. They suggest that Cleopatra could have used a mixture of poisons to end her life. Yet, without Cleopatra's body or any definitive physical evidence, these theories remain speculative. Every contradiction, every gap in the accounts only deepens the enigma. They add to the intrigue, making the mystery of Cleopatra's death one of the most enduring puzzles of history. Every piece of evidence adds a new layer to the mystery of Cleopatra's death. The most widely accepted theory is that Cleopatra committed suicide, but is it the absolute truth? This question has puzzled historians for centuries. The story goes that Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt, took her own life by allowing a poisonous asp to bite her, a tragic end to a life full of passion, power, and political intrigue. This theory is based on accounts from her contemporaries and later Roman historians. They paint a vivid picture of Cleopatra, her face calm in death, an asp hidden in a basket of figs, its venom coursing through her veins. However, the exact circumstances of her death remain shrouded in mystery. Some scholars argue that the asp bite is a fabrication, a romanticized end befitting a queen. They propose she may have used a poison cocktail, an idea supported by the lack of visible bite marks on her mummy. In the end, the truth about Cleopatra's death is as elusive as the queen herself. Even in death, Cleopatra holds her secrets close. The enigma of Cleopatra's death continues to captivate us. We've journeyed through the turbulent times of ancient Egypt, navigated the political maelstrom surrounding her life, and delved into the murky depths of her demise. We've unearthed theories from suicide to murder, even to a staged death. We've grappled with the serpent's tail and the contradictions etched in history and archaeology. Yet, like a desert mirage, the truth remains elusive. We invite you to join in this quest. What's your take on Cleopatra's fate? Your theories, your insights, they matter. Share them in the comments below. Let's unravel this enigma together. If you're intrigued by the mysteries of history, subscribe to our channel. We've got a trove of enigmas waiting to be explored. Who knows what other mysteries history holds for us? Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning.